Hi everybody, welcome to this KZN Tourism and SATSA virtual FAM. Obviously we would have loved to do this type of thing when we're all together in one room. Would have been much better, but we're in a virtual room. So thank you very much for joining us. As you know, these events, we're going to keep it casual. If there's any hiccups like we've just experienced just now with the Facebook thing, please forgive us. You know, when there's technology involved, we do get a hiccup every now and again, but no probs. Just some housekeeping before we get going. Everybody's been muted. If it's your turn to talk, please unmute yourself and start sharing your screen. You can chat to me or Emily in the chat area. If you're not sure how to do that, we can quickly show you. I know everybody's had a quick trial run. And then also for all the properties representing today, if you can maybe just rename yourself in your section so that everybody can see what the property is that you are represented. We had that yesterday and we thought that was quite a nice addition, so that everybody always knows who's talking to them. Lastly, I'd just like to then obviously introduce Hanli, who would do our welcome. So Hanli, off to you. Here you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's very interesting times that we find ourselves in. For those of you who are based in South Africa, I'm guessing every single one listened to the minister just now. I have to admit that I had tears because I was so nervous that she might be taking more away from us again. But yeah, we've got our intra-provincial leisure, which is a good start on the recovery plan. Very excited about that. At least this is the step in the right direction. We can move forward from here. So bringing us to the sort of world that we find ourselves in now. And we've had 2 very successful days of virtual FAMs. It has been such a relief to actually not speak about COVID the whole time. It was just exciting product. It's doing the stuff that we do best. We sell tourism. So it's been very refreshing. We are so incredibly thankful for the partnership that we've been able to create with Tourism KwaZulu-Natal. Unearthed some amazing products, going to do the same again this afternoon, the Elephant Coast. I can't wait to see the products that are going to be presenting. But yeah, very thankful for the relationship that we have with TKZN. With the COVID, the pandemic, all of these hit words, the new world, how things are going to change, business pivoting, etc. I think these virtual FAMs are going to happen more and more, and we certainly would like to continue doing them. In the past, we had done physical FAMs. We did a few successful ones in Western Cape and also Limpopo, and it unearths new products. It's just about bringing buyers and sellers together in a new way. Now, we know that there's nothing that sort of replaces physically visiting a product and knowing that your clients will be happy with it. But in the interim and whilst we have the time, we do believe that this is a fantastic platform. So wishing you a wonderful tour this afternoon. A little bit sad that it's over and we have to go and focus back on normal things after this again and not the fun learning about new products. But yeah, thank you and have a fantastic afternoon.
Thank you very much, Hanli. Just last bit of housekeeping, guys. If you want to chat, you can chat in the chat area. There's also non-verbal cues like raise your hands or a thumbs up, and Emily or I will then just get back to you and ask and let you know if you want to ask a question or need more info or anything like that. Yeah, next up, we've got Tabasile Mtetwa. She's the acting regional manager at TKZN, Americas, Asia, and Australasia. Tabasile, I saw you here earlier. If you wouldn't mind just sharing your screen and starting your presentation with us.
Hi, thanks, Roland. I'm here.
Great.
Just hope you all see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Slideshow, perfect.
There we go. Yeah.
Great. As You've rightfully introduced me. My name is Thabisile from Tourism KwaZulu-Natal. I will do a brief presentation of Destination KZN and let the products showcase what they have to offer. For those who are not familiar with the destination, we are situated on the eastern seaboard of the country, right along the Indian Ocean. We boast 600 kilometers of shoreline with 2 World Heritage sites. With land, we offer land and water safaris. And yes, we're known for our warm, beautiful weather. We then break ourselves down into 5 attractions. But before I get there, maybe let me just give you some comfort in terms of how do you get to this destination. You can access us by road, by air or sea. We have international airlines that fly direct into Durban, and those are Emirates, Air Mauritius, Qatar Airways, Turkish Airways, and British Airways, but also domestic airlines, and those are South African Airways, British Airways, Saif Air, SAL Link, and Kulula. Yes, the 5 key attractions that I was talking about earlier, those are action adventure, land and water safaris. We are a scenic destination, so you will find a lot of scenic beauty as you travel around the province. And yes, we are a coastal destination, so beach experiences are on offer in this part of the world. I will break down my presentation into regions just so that at least we're able to bite this in chunks, because we are a huge destination. I think we cover over 94,000 square hectares of land or square kilometers of land. And I'll start with Durban being our main city and gateway to this region. Durban is known for its beautiful and warm beaches, water sports, and it's also known for hosting world-class conferences. It's home to the 3rd largest tourism trade show in the world, and that is Africa's Travel Indaba. We also are a family-friendly destination, beautiful weather, as you can see. Well, for those who are in Durban. And yes, we are unfortunately having to wear some warm clothes because it's winter, but still, we have the best winter ever in this region. And yes, Durban is also a cultural destination with some heritage sites, being your Inanda Heritage Route. And also for cultural experience, you can go as far as up to the Valley of 1,000 Hills. If you really don't have time to go deep in the cultural villages, and you have the Valley of 1,000 Hills to sample the culture. But also, I must point out the beautiful and the number of museums that we have in Durban that can give you a snippet of what the Zulu culture is, what the history of the country is, just by visiting the museums, and also the markets, nightlife as well. You would find in this area along Florida Road or in the townships. You can visit the locals, and you can do that while you're based in Durban. And moving along, taking on to the North Coast, if you want to wake up on the sound of dolphins, this is the perfect place to be, where you see the beautiful beach resorts and golf estates, flea markets, and you can also visit game farms. For those who have young children, you can visit game farms, take them to the strawberry farms. It's a beautiful place to be, especially if you're taking your family around for either a weekend or being part of a long haul or holiday. Zululand area, where you would find the Big 5 experience. You can either visit the Greater St. Lucia Wetland Park, which is Isimangaliso, which is now known as Isimangaliso. It's the first World Heritage Site to be proclaimed in South Africa. Covers over 220 kilometers of protected land, and it's known for its beautiful bird view. There's beautiful bird viewing in the area, with over 530 bird species just in this area. And you can also see crocodiles and hippos on Lake St. Lucia, which is said to be the largest estuary in Africa. Going further north, all the way to Sodwana Bay, if I may mention that, a diving site that is world-renowned, and a number of game reserves are found in this area. So if you're traveling up north from Durban, from Zululand, all the way up to the Elephant Coast, you start experiencing Big Five experience. You start seeing a whole lot of cultural experiences, and you start learning more about what Zulu is all about, and also just the natural beauty all along the coast, all the way up Mabibi Beach, all the way to Kosi Bay. Those are some of the beautiful areas that you can experience when you visit this region. And moving on to the battlefields. Now, this region bears witness to the most significant historical battles that took place in this province of KwaZulu-Natal. It has the largest number of military sites in South Africa, that dating from 7 decades of turbulent history in this region, which actually shaped the history of both British and South Africa. Again, what is nice about this area now is that there is a Big Five game reserve, so you don't necessarily get deprived of seeing animals just by traveling in this area, and you can combine this experience with the Drakensberg experience as well. Just having mentioned the Drakensberg, now this is the nature lovers paradise, actually. It's a mountain range that ranges, it's 200 kilometers of mountain range where you can do activities such as hiking. You can visit Bushman caves, which are now, and sand paintings. You can also do cultural experiences at Emazizini Cultural Village. But over and above that, being in the Drakensberg, you are right in the beauty, in the center of the beauty of the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and it is also a World Heritage Site. Moving to the Midlands Meander, which is the countryside of the province, another adventure destination on its own, an adventure region on its own, where you can also do hot air ballooning in this area, canopy tours, and also just do shopping in and around the area, where you'll find unique arts and craft outlets that you will find here and there along Nottingham Road and all those places. You can also go and visit a brewery, which I don't know if it's safe to say this, during lockdown, that you can do beer tasting in this area as well. The south coast of KwaZulu-Natal, known for water sports, adventure activities, including your diving on the Aliwal Shoal and Protea Banks, but also you can do shark cage diving along the Pennington the region, or outside the small town of Pennington. You can also play golf in this area. It's known for beautiful golf courses. And coming back to the region itself, overall, I just want to thank SATSA for this opportunity, and also say to KZN Trade, this is actually your floor, it's not even mine. I thought I'll hijack the floor and just highlight key areas. I may have not done a great job this afternoon, but I just hope that you will do a great job showcasing your products, and this is the platform for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tabisile. That was great. So now we start with speed networking. And first up, we've got Africa Memories Travel and Natalie Nibs. If you can unmute and share your screen if you've got a presentation. The floor is yours.
Trying to get this right. Just hold on a second.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. Right, share screen. Here we go.
Great, thanks.
That rhino and many others are crying out for our help. Without it, they will not survive. By dehorning rhino, we can protect them from poaching. I've had the privilege of being part of many wildlife experiences, but this one has probably been one of the most deeply moving, emotional moments of my life. In a rhino dehorning exercise, there's such a range of emotions running through you, from your initial perceptions of the exercise to the thrill of the chase on the ground following the helicopter, to the emotional hands-on experience of physically feeling that rhino breathing as a vet and conservationists do their work, and knowing that they're doing this for its ultimate survival. Conservation and changing lives for the better is the core of my DNA, and really wanted to design unique, motivating retreats to touch lives and really make a difference in conservation. And this is what I'm going to share with you today. Our meaningful and immersive conservation retreats are aimed at corporates, those who don't know they need to make changes and adapt to new ways of doing things in order to survive during this trying time, but perhaps don't have all the answers on how. Good afternoon, my name is Natalie Nibbs, and I've been passionately and actively involved with conservation and travel for the last 13 years. Together with Vivian Holden, who shares the same values as I do, we've designed this Adapt Like a Rhino package for corporate groups, but can tailor-make them to suit the leisure market as well. With the current challenges, which will be with us for some time to come, working in these trying COVID conditions, as business teams separated and working in remote offices, businesses have to adapt to a new way of thinking and working to survive. Let's face it, COVID is moving swiftly, and it's here to stay for this foreseeable future anyway. Businesses need to regroup, re-strategize, and be ready to function in the new norm, be ahead of the game and have a competitive edge. We have designed this retreat to provide an inspirational, uplifting space away from the city where people can reconnect, where people can really think out the box through emotive, life-changing activities, with the analogy on how our rhino have had to adapt in order to survive. This retreat gives corporates opportunities to reconnect through and in nature and be inspired how nature adapts and survives, no matter what the challenges and changes. To facilitate the shift in mindset on the retreats, we have incorporated professional business and life coaches to assist our guests in the process through group and one-on-one coaching. Guests will have the unique opportunity to interact with key conservationists, including world-renowned veterinarian Mike Toft. At the same time, your guests will be contributing to conservation and saving one of the most endangered species on Earth. Guests will have the opportunity to witness an exclusive rhino dehorning experience, as you saw in the video, and be able to visualize how they too have to adapt to survive. To put the rhino crisis into perspective, over the last decade, over 9,000 rhinos in Africa have been victims of poaching. By your group of guests coming on this retreat, they will ultimately be saving one rhino. Your guests will also have the opportunity to visit our rhino orphanage, an exclusive, again, emotive experience, watching them being fed and hearing their heart-wrenching stories. Apart from the exclusive dehorning and orphanage visit experiences, interaction with key conservationists, business and life coaching, guests will also experience Big Five game drives, unique wildlife visits, luxury 5-star accommodation on an exclusive basis. We invite you and your guests on this life-changing Adapt Like a Rhino retreat. STO and rack rates are available with specials running until the 15th of December. We'd love to connect and share our passion with you, so please do make contact. Natalie, African Memories Travel.
Great, thank you very much, Natalie. Just a reminder that you can ask any of our presenters questions in the chat area, or raise your hand, and we can try to answer questions live. You've also, everybody's got the brochure, which has got all the presenters' details today. Like I said, if there's anything that you need, just chat to us in the chat area, ask questions and interact with us. Next up, we've got Dion Steyn from Elephant Lake Group.
Everybody, can you all see the screen?
Not yet, Dion. Yes, there we go.
You get it now there?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to a sunny St. Lucia. My name is Dion Steyn. I'm the Group General Manager for the Elephant Lake Group. St. Lucia is located a comfortable 2.5 hours drive north of the King Shaka International Airport, and a very similar distance from the Swaziland-Tlavumisa border post. No shortage of things to do and explore in the area, with some of the most popular being the hippo and croc tours in the St. Lucia estuary, Big 5 safaris into the Shishlubi and Mfolozi Game Reserve, both day and night open vehicle safaris into the eastern shores of the Isimangaliso Wetland Park, snorkeling and beach time at Cape Vidal, whale watching during the winter months, turtle trips during the summer months, horse riding along the beach, various walking trails, crocodile center, birding tours, Vihane Zulu Cultural Village, and an abundance of other activities. The town also offers various shops, restaurants, bars, streets, cafes, fresh fruit market, beauty spas, curio markets, and access to almost everything else that you may require. The Elephant Lake Group consists of 3 accommodation establishments, each unique in its own way and catering for almost all markets. The Elephant Lake Hotel, located on the shores of the St. Lucia estuary, the hotel offers 56 rooms, all similar and standard, spacious and comfortable. With the increasing of popularity of family travel, the hotel has increased its number of interleading rooms, now offering 12 interleading rooms, ideal for the families. The hotel is known for the regular visits of hippos to the hotel garden, providing loads of bonus entertainment to the guests, and as such named the on-site restaurant, the Hippo Steakhouse, which is open to the public for both lunch and dinner. The upstairs bar's TV lounge leads out to the viewing deck, which is a must for the late afternoon, soaking in the fantastic sunsets and enjoying something from our bar. St. Lucia offers something totally different for the mice market, with a wide range of nature-based activities on offer, and the hotels and global conference room, which accommodate up to 100 delegates. Second is the cozy St. Lucia Lodge, located in central St. Lucia village, within close proximity and walking distance of all the town has on offer. St. Lucia Lodge presents 34 rooms, divided 16 ground floor and 18 first floor. The lodge offers accommodation on a bed and breakfast basis, with a fully serviced licensed service bar available to resident guests. For groups, traditional South African braai potjiekos dinners may be arranged in advance and enjoyed in the alfresco style lapa at the back of the lodge. Third is Hippo Lodge, perfectly located between the main street of St. Lucia and the St. Lucia estuary. 26 units, the lodge offers a choice of self-catering or bed and breakfast style accommodation. 21 of the units are located around the pool area, with 8 of the units having interleading facilities for the families. The units are well equipped, modern and comfortable, all fitted with a kitchenette. The remaining 5 units are located along the estuary and offer 2 bedrooms, lounge and open plan kitchen. Part of the same premises is the Hippo Cafe, a modern popular street side cafe stroke coffee shop open to the public and serving meals throughout the day, including breakfast to resident Hippo Lodge guests, wood fire pizzas, freshly baked cakes and other delicious eateries. Convenient located next to the Hippo Cafe is Go Safaris, our own in-house safari company. Go Safaris own and operates concessions within the Isimangaliso Wetland Park that include hippo and croc tours on the St. Lucia estuary, day and night open vehicle safaris into the eastern shores of the Isimangaliso Wetland Park, as well as Big 5 safaris into the Shishlubi and the Mfolozi Game Reserve. We attract very attractive commissionable agent and conference rates, as well as very competitive STO rates, with the added advantage of enabling our clients to then package our in-house safari options. You're welcome to contact us on any of the contact details on the screen. I'll obviously be in contact with all of you guys over the next couple of days, and I want to use the opportunity to thank you SATSA, thank you TKZN for putting this together, and I really look forward to a super and fantastic post-COVID-19 travel season. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Dion. Next up, we've got Craig Rutherford from the Ghost Mountain Inn. Craig, if you can share your screen.
Thanks very much. It's cool. Nice to be doing this again. It's been a while, and even nicer that they've now allowed leisure travel interprovincially, which will hopefully be good for us. I'm just trying to get my presentation up. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, guys. Escape here. And we had to practice yesterday, so and that is all work. But
This
for
is what
some
happens,
reason
Drake.
today it's giving me technical. There
There we go.
we go. Are we getting there?
Yes.
Is it showing? Where are we up to? Oh, there we go. All right. So welcome to further north up the Elephant Coast from Dion, the Ghost Mountain Inn. It's a family-run hotel, 4-star, that we offer obviously accommodation and then various safaris to explore and discover northern KwaZulu-Natal. As Tabasile showed you earlier, we are surrounded by a number of game reserves in our area, and you can see we are situated just outside the town of Mkuzi. We offer safaris, as I mentioned, into Mkuzi Game Reserve, Hlui Game Reserve. We have the option of also doing small drives into Manyoni Game Reserve, which is a wonderful game experience. We have a boat just north of us on Lake Jacini, and then day trips available down to St. Lucia, Sodwana, or some of the beach destinations. The hotel was built originally in 1962 by my grandparents, and it's grown through the years. And one of the nice things about having an old property is that it's got these beautiful lawns, big old trees. So it's really a comfortable place to base yourself to explore this part of the world. Yeah, it gets really hot up there in summer, so these trees are a welcome relief. The hotel has a very much of an open feel. It all leads out into the garden, so you know that you're outdoors. The hotel's rooms have generally been built in various areas of the garden. So it is a 74-room hotel, but you never feel like you're in a big hotel. We completed a renovation 2 years ago where we added a second pool at the bottom of the garden, and that looks over a stretch of water in front of the hotel. And we added on our mountain view rooms, and we refurbished our spa, which I'll detail later on. We've got a variety of room types, starting with our standard rooms, which are the original rooms of the hotel, superior rooms, which are further away from the public areas, and then the mountain rooms, which are new rooms, which I spoke about earlier. Mountain rooms have a day bed for a child sharing or a third adult sharing, and our suites are all able to be converted into 2-bedroom suites. So for families, those are ideal. But the big attraction obviously is the game reserves. We offer game drives into Hlui and Mkuzi Game Reserve, as well as Manyoni, both of them big 5 reserves. Hlui is very well known by many operators, and then Mkuzi is a special reserve, not as busy as Hlui, but Mkuzi has the ability to get out of your vehicle and see animals coming down to the hides to drink. We're also able to do some walks in Mkuzi, which is quite nice. We've got these swing bridges into the fig forest, and these platforms that are built up into the canopies of the trees. So for any birding enthusiasts, there's over 420 species of birds in the area. So it really is a great destination for birders. As we know, currently we aren't allowed to do any drives or safaris, but the game reserves are open for self-drive, should people want to stay at the moment. Then just north of us is Lake Jacini. We've got 2 boats on Jacini, and we go out most mornings. We see some beautiful herds of elephant from the boat, hippo, crocodile, buffalo, and obviously lots of water birds. And then on the smaller boat, we do some tiger fishing, and we're getting into that tiger fishing season at the moment. Another one of our unique trips that we offer is a homestead village. So this gentleman, Justice Simieni, he used to work for us as a chef in the kitchen, and then he started a group of Zulu dancers, and then we started offering, we approached him and said, how about showing people how people live in current day rural KwaZulu-Natal. And it's turned out to be a nice source of income for him, and fascinating for international visitors, but even for South African visitors who live in Joburg, big cities, and they just get a glimpse of life in Zululand. There's nothing put on, there's no 11 o'clock stage show. It's just real, and you get to experience what's happening in the community when you're going there. Justice, being a cook, can also prepare some food, as well as a sangoma if you are needing that. I think many of us at the moment, we just want to get away. We want to take a deep breath, have a change of scenery. And the hotel certainly is a great place to stop. And besides the safaris, we offer a variety of spa treatments in our spa. We use a product called TDA, Ted Afrique. It's all organic African products used in the treatments, and some special techniques, and really complement the offering quite well. We try to be outdoors as much as possible, cooking outside in the boma, and in the evening, eating out on the terrace if the conditions allow. And then just to let everyone know, we do have running a special at the moment that's bookable until the end of September and commissionable. So if anyone is interested in having a look at these packages, it's our Zululand Getaway package, which is a full board package and includes a daily activity, local safari, or a spa treatment. So that's very quickly the Ghost Mountain Inn. And let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer you. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Craig. Just something that Emily just sent through on the chat there. Some good news today. Tour operators will be allowed to conduct guided tours in open safari vehicles under tourism's new regulations. So there's a bit of good news as well.
Hey, that's a double win today. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Celebrating the small wins, eh?
It is,
yeah.
no, absolutely. That's why I said I almost had a tear in my eye when the minister spoke. But what we were hoping for as well is activities and day trips, you know, normal day trips. So we're holding thumbs to see when the regulations and directions come out, whether those are included as well.
Yeah. Well, I've got a tear in my eye now, so thank you.
I'm glad we can make you cry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Craig. So next up, guys, we've got Paul Killam, and he's from Heritage Tours and Safaris and Shoreline Boat Safaris. Craig, can I just ask you to unshare your screen?
Oh, sorry, yeah, sure.
And then Paul, if you can start your screen, if you got a presentation.
We will do. Good afternoon, everybody. Can I just check, first of all, our audio feed? Is that okay for everybody? Everybody can hear us?
It's brilliant. No problem.
Cool. Okay. We'd like to say good afternoon, and we want to thank everybody who's worked so hard for us to take this baby step that we heard about half an hour ago, intra-provincial travel, guided tours. That's absolutely fantastic news. We're thrilled to hear that. We also want to offer you a very warm welcome to Heritage Tours and Safaris. We have put our presentation on video, which we'll start shortly, and we've done our best to conform to the constraints of a video. So we're hoping for the best, and we're now going to move straight across to the video. Thank you very much, and enjoy.
Sorry guys, give us a second here. Picking it up.
I need my music again. It'll fill
Okay.
the
Okay. Apologies for that delay. Are you all with us on the screen, guys?
Welcome to Heritage Tours and Safaris and Shoreline Boat Estuary Cruises and Turtle Tours. We hope you enjoy our video presentation. We are a tour operator based in St. Lucia, a small town about 260 kilometers north of Durban, nestled against the Indian Ocean. St. Lucia is unique in many ways, one of which is that we are located within Isimangaliso Wetland Park, declared South Africa's first World Heritage Site in 1999. Isimangaliso is the only World Heritage Site in the world in which people reside on a permanent basis. Heritage Tours and Safaris has been operating for nearly 20 years and is a family-owned and managed business. We offer a wide and diverse range of safaris and related activities. We focus strongly on package tours ranging from 1 to 14 days. We collect package tour guests from King Shaka International Airport and transfer them to St. Lucia, where the fun begins. Upon conclusion of the tour, we transfer guests back to King Shaka International Airport or their following destination within KwaZulu-Natal. Our day safaris include full or half-day tours to the world-famous Umfolozi Shlui Game Reserve, about 1 hour's drive from St. Lucia. We also conduct full or half-day tours through the game reserve on the eastern shores of Isimangalisi Wetland Park and shorter sunset and night drives through the western shores of Isimangalisi Wetland Park. The outbound part of Eastern Shores tour ends at Cape Vidal, a beautiful and pristine beach, perfect for sunbathing, swimming, diving and fishing.
Seasonal turtle tours from November to March. This is a vehicle-based tour starting at the beach at Cape Vidal. We're very fortunate that in most turtle tour seasons yields good sightings of both leatherback and loggerhead turtles. We also have two 15-seater estuary cruise boats, which we can get up close and personal with the many hippos and crocodiles that call the St. Lucia estuary home. Our estuary boats are relatively small, which allows them to get very close to the banks of the estuary, ideal for photographic opportunities. Our hippo and croc tours are about 2 hours in duration. We work very closely in conjunction with our fellow tour operators in St. Lucia to provide our guests the opportunity to experience seasonal boat-based whale-watching tours, horseback riding, specialist birding tours, cycling, and authentic Zulu cultural tours. We have our own bed and breakfast situated in St. Lucia, aptly named Heritage House, which is a 4-star luxury establishment within a minute's walk from the main road of St. Lucia. Heritage House has 5 suites and is an ideal base from where to explore the many wonders of this magnificent part of Southern Africa.
Okay, sorry for the glitch at the start there, guys. We're better at doing our jobs in the bush than being on Zoom.
It was lovely, Joe. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Thank you very much, Paul and Jono. Next up, Isibindi Africa Lodges, and it's Penny Rice. So Penny,
hi, everybody.
Hi, Penny. Yes, there we go.
All right. Sorry, let me just share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Not yet.
What's happening? Have you enabled share screen? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yes, yeah, at the bottom, the green button.
Okay, fine.
There we go.
All right, we have 3 lodges in KwaZulu-Natal, which Tabasila has pointed out really nicely for you with a great map, some of the areas that we're in. So we have Rhino Ridge Safari Lodge, which is in the Shishlui and Umfolozi Park. Then from there we go up to Tonga Beach Lodge, where the turtles nest, which you've just seen in the previous slide. And then we've got Cozy Forest Lodge up near the Mozambique border. So between those 3, one can make a very nice circuit. A great stop is St. Lucia. We use the previous suppliers' services. They're absolutely great to spend a night there because it's quite a distance to go up to Tonga. And then it also teams up really well with Ghost Mountain in going through to Swaziland. I always say that the gateway to KwaZulu-Natal is the Kruger National Park. Either doing a self-drive through Swaziland, spending a night at somewhere like Ghost Mountain or Lake Tusini, and then coming through to our properties. And then one can fly out from Richards Bay or Durban. Right, so Rhino Ridge, a 4.5-star lodge, about 3.5 hours from Durban, or an hour and 45 from Richards Bay. It's also quite drivable from Joburg, so one would come down the N2, maybe do a bit of the Drakensberg in the Midlands, and then come up and do your bush and combine it with beach as well. The name Rhino Ridge in the Shishliam-Filosi Park, which is home of the white rhino. Almost guaranteed to see them there. Natalie's had a few of her groups stay with us, and it is an incredible experience, and especially to go walking in the park. That's an idea of the rooms, all with magnificent views over the park. Our little honeymoon villas, top left, with their own plunge pools. All the rooms are individual, a good 20 to 40 meters apart, very good for your whole social distancing, breathing in the clean air. I see in these new rules that have come out now, you can only have a maximum, I think it is, of 3 people in a room with your nuclear family.
2 people.
So interesting about, is it 4 people? Okay.
2 people.
3, okay, right. So if you've got any more children, I don't know what you're going to do with them, but anyway, we have family rooms. Yeah, so you can see great views over the park, fabulous pool area with a spa. And then in addition to our 2 game drives, which are included in our rate, we do walking safaris in the park. Right, from here we're going to go up to Tonga Beach Lodge. This is up in a little bay in the Isimangaliso Wetland Park. That bay is called Mabibi. Tabasile mentioned that earlier. It's a lodge that is right on the beach. We literally are in the first sand dunes. The Isimangaliso Wetland Park is a World Heritage Site, so it had to be built very, very carefully in terms of environmental practices. We sleep 24 people there. You can see here it is tucked into the dunes. So you can only get to this lodge in a 4x4. We do transfers in twice a day, and we also have an airstrip quite close by so people can fly in. Up here, top right, we have Lake Sabaya, which is one of our largest freshwater lakes. We do early morning kayaking there, and then the most beautiful sundown experiences. Sodwana Bay is down here. This is where we do our snorkeling. This is quite a safe area here for swimming. It is a wilderness beach, so you don't have shark nets and lifeguards. And then we launch our boat here and we go out to the different reefs to dive. It's absolutely exceptional diving. And then in the summer months, from November to February, the turtles come and nest along here, and they literally come out to the lodge. We do turtle drives in the evenings to go and find them. So our properties are very much about the different activities. So there's as much as you want to do or as little as you'd like to do here. That's a picture of a whale in the winter taken straight off our deck. And then in the summertime, we have the turtles come and visit, as I mentioned earlier. But from here, we're going to go up to Cozy Forest Lodge. This is about 6 hours from Durban, so it's quite a long haul. So we like to encourage our guests to either overnight with us in Richards Bay, maybe St. Lucia. There's some other lovely properties here. And it's also good to combine that with Tonga. This is a more rustic lodge. If we were to be graded, I'd put it at 3.5 stars with a maximum of 20 guests. All the properties are child friendly. And once again, chosen for this magnificent location. These are cozy lakes, a series of 4 lakes that are connected by fascinating channels. And these are the famous fishing traps. So we spend a day on the lakes going out by boat, or we go canoeing on the channels. It's phenomenal bird life and incredible raffia palm forests. So a real nature lover's haven. That's our swimming pool area overlooking Lake Shingeza, Galaya with the gin and tonic, watching the hippos there, flamingos. That's what the rooms look like, little cabins tucked into the forest. Now, one of the highlights of Cozy are the outdoor bathrooms. The only reason we have outdoor bathrooms is that when Brett and Page built this place 25 years ago, they actually ran out of money and decided that the best way and the most economical way to do this was to create a bathroom boma, and it's become an absolute highlight, and people love that. We are running a SADC residence special, which is 40% discount on all our properties, and we've extended that to the 30th of June. And we are paid 10% commission on that to any of our travel trade partners. So that really is great for South African residents in that they can make use of these properties that are really geared for the overseas market. So it's lovely that South Africans can, for once, get a chance to go and visit them. Obviously, a very quick run through the properties. If you'd like to know more, our details have been shared and you're welcome to contact me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Penny. Some beautiful properties in another beautiful area there. Next up, we've got Angel from Nyenye Heritage. Angel, I can see you here. If you mind switching on your video and unmuting.
Okay, great. Okay, I think I'm in. Yes, I think I'm in. Hi guys. Sorry. Okay, so I am just gonna share a slide. Forgive me if there's a problem with a few things, because I've been having problems here with my PC. Is it not working? What's happening? Or what's happening?
Angel, I think your connection is also quite slow. I see your video is lagging a bit. Oh, well, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so I'm so okay. I'm gonna start playing my slides just now. So basically what we do, we are a food experience. Wait, okay, here. We are a food experience, and we have, okay, sorry guys, this is the wrong one. Okay, so we are a food experience, and we are located very close to, about our experiences, that we are the only prime stop and the only tourism information center that we are linked to have an African coffee shop. So if you want to find out what an African coffee shop looks like, you should definitely come and visit us. So what we are offering as an experience is traditional food, hand-picked, fairly priced, and we make.
I think we've lost Angel. I think her connection is a bit slow anyway, so we'll ask her to share her presentation with us and then distribute it accordingly. Sorry about that, guys. She might also jump back on with a better connection, and then we'll give her another chance. Shark cage diving, Durban. John Miller, are you here? Yes, there we go. John, over to you.
How's it, guys? Can you see me? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to go outside and I'm going to play my video. Do I have to push share screen?
John, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. If you share your screen using the green button at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm just battling to get onto my video clip.
No problems, no problems.
Let me just push share screen there and see what it does. Yeah, I was on the south coast, so the signal's also not all that good. Okay, share screen. Is my screen sharing?
No, nothing yet.
No, not yet. Sir.
Okay, I don't know why it's
You're gonna have to talk it out, John.
yeah, I'm gonna have to talk it out. Can you at least see me? Okay. Yeah, I'm also working on a Mac, so I had to download Chrome, and I've had a lot of problems today. Okay, so can you guys see me?
Not yet.
No, we can't see you at the moment.
There we go.
There we go. Yes,
okay.
now we can.
Well, basically, I'll just move around and then just show you guys basically. Well, I'm from Shockwave Diving KZN. I basically started the Shockwave Diving here 12 years ago and actively working with sharks for the last 30 years now. I work from Rocky Bay, so we basically about a 45-minute drive from Durban, come in on the south coast. I work and actively working with sharks for the last now. I work from Rocky Bay, so we basically work on the animal shark 20 years. One of the reasons we started with the shark cage diving as well is because anybody can do it. You don't need any diving experience, and you know, so we can take kids from 6 years old out to 100 years old, those who are fit, and you also don't need any swimming experience, so that's also very good. So basically we can put anybody in the water and it's a nice adventure for the whole family. Another good thing is we can dive throughout the year. So we dive throughout the year. We've got a lovely climate, the water is warm, and we've got sharks throughout the year. So it's like Cape Town, where you basically got a 6-month period there normally. And then I'll just show you a little bit of the, see if I can get the lodge in, that's in the boats in the background. And then I'm right on the beach as well. So it's just a 5-minute walk. And generally we start quite early in the morning. We like to get the clients to us at about 6, 7 in the morning, so we can get out nice and early. And it's also just a good time. That's when the sharks are active. And obviously we're gonna give the clients what they need. You guys still hear me? Hello?
Yes, yeah,
we can hear you. We've got you.
Hello?
We've got you.
Okay. I'll just okay. Then basically what will happen, the clients will arrive, we give them wetsuits, they fill in an indemnity form, and then with our boats and skippers, we do a pre-launch briefing. Obviously very important for safety and things like everybody's got to wear life jackets. And one of the reasons we're probably one of the top dive centers on the coast as well is of just ensuring the safety of everybody. So once we've launched, we travel for about 10 minutes to our dive site. We'll put our cage in the water, we'll start chumming in the water, and we bring the sharks to the boat. What we also do is we include video as well as photos in the dive. So that's always good. So when the people leave, we take their WhatsApp numbers down. We either download the stuff straight onto their phone straight away. So we do that in about half an hour. You've got that whole experience on your phone, and then what we do is my lady edits the video from the dive, and we give you a custom-made video of every dive. That's also included in the price. Let me think what else is there. I mean, it's basically self-explanatory. I mean, taking them up, and then also on the dive itself, I like to explain everything about sharks. Obviously, a lot of the times that people come because they're interested in sharks. A lot of people are scared of sharks. So with the cage diving industry, it's a good tool to get guys in the water, and they learn about sharks and obviously appreciate them a bit more after that. What else can I add to that? Then we've also, on the beach, we've got restaurants around us as well. We've also got a pub. We've got a swimming pool on the premises. We work from a resort as well, so we do have accommodation. A lot of our clients, though, are internationals. So a lot of them will be staying in Durban, Umhlanga, Ballito. I get people driving from Joburg for the day just to come and dive and then leaving straight after the dive. We're also the #1 adventure in Durban with TripAdvisor. So we've got a high standard there, and luckily everybody that's dived with us has really enjoyed it. And then also on the dive, like I said earlier, we teach people about the ocean, and then about the sharks, obviously. Then I also give them a bit of marine life detail, going as far as Cape Town, the sardine run. Obviously, the whales migrating now in the winter. So when a person leaves here, they've got a lot of knowledge and they know exactly what's happening in our seas, which is important. Instead of just taking them out, they're putting them in the water, they see the sharks, they go home. So, getting the photos, getting the DVD of the dive, and then also learning about the ocean, whether it be the sea. I even on the beach, I tell them things. So we learn a lot, and I'm obviously passionate about what I do, and that's probably why we are where we are at the moment. I run 3 boats as well. Yeah, that's about it, I suppose.
Thank you very much, John. Thanks for that. Guys, a quick reminder again, if you've got any questions, just pop them into the chat area. We do have a Q&A section at the end, but if the presenter that you're posing a question to is available, we'll obviously direct them to any direct questions that you have in the chat area. Next up, we got Shai Munzi Houseboats. Kim Blevin, I can't see her on the list here. Just want to make sure if she's here.
She is there. Kim is there.
Yeah. Yes. Great.
Right,
Good
there we go.
afternoon,
Thanks,
everyone.
Kim.
Good. Am I coming through, Lebo?
We can hear you, but we can't see you. Your camera's switched off. And you're on
Kim,
mute now.
you've now unmuted yourself. I mean, unmuted yourself. You need to unmute
Thank
yourself.
you. Great.
There we go.
Excellent. Are you seeing the Shai Munzi presentation come up?
Not yet.
Sorry, Roland. Kim, do you want to maybe just try and see if you can, your camera is off, so it might be part of the reason why we're not seeing anything.
Okay, I'm not sure quite what is happening here. I seem to be having a technical issue. Would you like to move on to the next person?
No problem.
We'll come back to you.
Yep, we'll come back to you,
Thank you very
Kim.
much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Cool. Next up, we got Solo Travel Tours and Car Hire, Solomon Gumede. Thanks, Solomon. Over to you.
Lebo, talk me through this.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Solomon Gumede from Solo Travel Tours and Car Hire. I am a tour operator in South Africa. We based in Richards Bay, which is 1.5 hours from Durban. We've been in a business since 2009, which means now we in a business for 11 years. We have 4 vehicles, which is good standard, as full house. It's registered, we got a permit, everything, from sedan up to 22 seaters. The 60 seaters we can arrange according to request of the clients. What we're doing here, we're doing a tours around KZN. We're doing shuttle service. We're doing airport transfers like Richards Bay Airport, King Shaka Airport. Also, we're doing a game drive. We're doing a game park, Shushuwe Game Park, Tula Tula, KwaZulu, and other park around there in KZN. We're doing a St. Lucia for boat cruise. The client is able to see the crocodiles and the hippos as well. Also, we're doing a shuttle service from a cruise ship in the Richards Bay, because we got a harbor here in the Richards Bay. Every year we're receiving a cruise ship from November up to April. So we're doing a shuttle service and a tour from a client, from a cruise ship to the different area around here. We're doing a township tours, like a Sikawini township. Also, we're doing a city tours, like a DURBAN city tours. So if you need anything like a transport, we can connect us. We're also doing a cultural tours. We're doing a Shagaland, KwaZulu, also Duma Zulu. If you need anything like tours around KZN, even in Drakensberg, South Coast also, we're doing that. And our price is reasonable. We communicate with the client according to their needs. So we are available. You can get more information about solo travel tours on our website, which is solotraveltours.co.za, or Facebook. Also, Facebook is the Solo Travel Tours and Car Hire. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Solomon. Guys, we're just going to give Penny another chance. Not Penny, sorry, Angel. Angel, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, cool, great. You can maybe switch off your video, which will make your connection a bit quicker, but at least then we can hear you.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Angel, and I apologize for what happened earlier. I'm going to attempt to do the slides again. If I get it wrong, I'll just leave it. But I think I should just try and do it, see how far it takes us. So we are Heritage Food by Nyenya Heritage. And our experience is a coffee shop which is linked to a curio shop at Kula Village, a small friendly village next to St. Lucia, or Isimangaliso. So what we offer is not only the coffee shop, sorry guys, what we offer is not only the coffee shop, but we also have craft. We are linked to a tourism information center. So as you come in to experience the African coffee, and if you want to experience this, please do come to the marketplace to see what African coffee is. African coffee, African snacks, everything that we do is authentic, and we make sure that we use traditional herbs of ancient times, obviously together with the urban now almost. In our experience, what you will have an opportunity to also do is meet the locals, because it's situated next to the cultural village. Also the mushroom house and the butterfly dome. So we are surrounded by this beautiful environment and beautiful community members who also participate in the coffee shop. So everything that we do, we make sure that we include locals. Our ingredients are local. We support farmers, and everything is handcrafted, from the food, from the coffee, to the craft that is inside the marketplace. So what's also nice and special about our experience is the organic ingredients that we use in the food and the beverages. One has an opportunity, or our visitors have an opportunity to actually go and experience or meet the locals and see the farmers, and also plant a tree, because we have treepreneurs. That's also a lovely one-of-a-kind experience that one can just do to make a change, obviously, in the environment, because we believe in being environmentally friendly and yeah, keeping our environment clean like that. Okay, so our food experience is partnering with a couple of local experience, as well as the grassroots making it. So what's also nice is that these little experiences, you get to meet the locals, you get to see how things are done with a bit of urban, because it's next to St. Lucia, which is the World Heritage Site. So it's the prime stop. Also, that's the nicest thing. After a long drive,
Yeah, I think we've lost Angel again. Like I said earlier, all the details are in the brochure that we've got, and we'll ask her to share her presentation with everybody once we're done. If you just refer to the chat, there's quite a few questions coming through. Solomon, I know if you've referred to the chat, there's questions coming through directly to everybody. So it would be great if you guys just keep an eye out on that. I see Kim is back. Kim, are you ready?
Was I?
Right, can you hear me?
Yes, Kim, we can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to share my screen now for PowerPoint. Have you got me?
No, not yet, Kim.
You're not picking up the PowerPoint?
Not yet.
If I can maybe suggest that you talk it through, Kim?
Yes, thank you. All right, should I perhaps just go straight into the, it's such a pity because the visuals on Shah Manzi are magnificent. Anyway, it's a pleasure to be with all of you this afternoon, and I apologize for the technical glitches that I've experienced. So I hope you will all take a few minutes after this chat and go and have a look at our beautiful Shah Manzi houseboats on Lake Jacini. It's the website is www.shahmanzi.co.za. We are the only houseboats in South Africa. We have two beautiful houseboats. Shah Manzi 1 sleeps 12 people in 6 en-suite cabins. Shah Manzi 2 sleeps 20 people. She is a larger boat. She is slightly newer, and she really is a modern, sleek lady. She's done in a lot of pale colors. She is blending in with the environment. She provides an absolutely magnificent experience for our guests cruising on Lake Jacini. Shah Manzi 1 is the original Grand Lady. She has a lot more oak paneling. She is a smaller boat, as I said, accommodating 12 people, and she is absolutely ideal for small groups of business people that want to get together in the current environment, And now, as I believe of this afternoon, we can even attract people from our province to come and enjoy a little bit of a leisure cruise, which sounds fantastic. We are almost ready for you. Shaimanzi has been very busy through the last couple of weeks, sprucing up, renovating, polishing, refining, and we are really looking forward to welcoming our tourists and our guests back when the time is right. We are a unique destination in South Africa for tiger fishing, and as well as this, we have incredible opportunities for game viewing, and perhaps one of our specialities are the elephant sightings. They've become so used to the houseboats, and we are able to get right up close to them. They see us as completely non-threatening, and our guests have had the most incredible experiences watching elephants play in the water, play with their young, just incredible. So for photographers, a cruise on Shaimanzi, on our beautiful Lake Jacini, is really something not to be missed. We are about 3.5 hours north of Durban on Lake Jacini, 5 hours from Johannesburg, and our boats are moored at Jacini Tiger Lodge. So what we encourage our guests to do is to take a leisurely drive to the Jacini Tiger Lodge. They have lunch there, they board, and board at about 2 o'clock. The guests stay at a different mooring each evening as they cruise Lake Jacini. It's often, the afternoon starts with afternoon fishing and game viewing, and then the boats moor. And on some instances, we have the most beautiful bonfire evenings if the weather is good. And our guests are able to get off the boat, enjoy some sundowners, and then get back on the boat for a sumptuous dinner that our chefs have prepared. And our crew are already well known for looking after the guests in a way that is so indulgent, but also so unobtrusive. They really have mastered the art of taking care of our guests' needs. So, without taking up too much time, let me say that if you want an unforgettable cruise in style on the most beautiful 16,000 hectare expanse of water in our beautiful northern KwaZulu-Natal, we would love to welcome you on board Shaimanzi. So many of our guests that you'll join the ranks of are back for perhaps their annual cruise after 12 or 13 years, and people come every year to enjoy this incredible experience. So we do say tight lines, bring your binoculars, and we really do look forward to having you on Shaimanzi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kim. Emily has shared Shaimanzi's website in the chat with everybody, and there's a really cool video on the homepage if you guys want to have a look when you get a sec. Next
Fantastic.
up.
Well, thank you for backing me up, Emily.
No props. Thanks, Kim. Next up, we've got Briley Becker from Thunder Group. Briley, put it.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Roland. Yes, Briley from Thunder Safari. Is my screen on? Am I ready to go?
Yes, you're good to go.
Thank you. Right. We are located in the heart of Zululand, just north of the iconic Hluhluwe National Park. Our closest international airport is King Shaka, which is about a 3-hour road transfer to Thunder Safari. If you prefer a more luxurious approach, we can arrange for a quick 40-minute helicopter flight direct to the property if need be. We're very fortunate to have a splendid climate. So with the dry winter, the vegetation is not so dense, which makes for better game viewing. And based on that, I'd say our winter months are more favorable for visiting our property, and it also happens to fall in our low season rate band. Sorry, is it? I seem to have a sticky, it's not going on to the next slide. Can I try escape and share again?
Yeah, you can. Just
second.
click on your presentation quickly, just before you try that, and then you try again.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
There we go.
Okay, super. So just basically, just quickly up there in the corner, that Tanda's logo is where we are based from there. There we go. So Tanda Safari is privately owned and we're part of the leading hotels of the world consortium. The owners are a Swedish couple, Dan and Christine Olofsson, and they are super passionate about KwaZulu-Natal and the people of Zululand. The reserve is made up of 14,000 hectares. It's obviously privately owned and no other vehicles are allowed to traverse on our area. This is a great unique selling point for us as there's no limitations as to where we can traverse, and obviously if we have a great fabulous sighting, we are allowed to view it with no boundaries whatsoever. On the property, we provide 3 different accommodation offerings, all of them unique, and they operate independently of each other. Guests can choose between the opulence of Tanda Safari Lodge, the exclusiveness of Villa Izulu, or the rugged refinement of our Tanda tented camp. All of our property rates are fully inclusive of accommodation, all food and beverage, and 2 game drives daily. And we also offer South African resident rates. Of the 3 accommodation offerings, Tanda Safari Lodge is our flagship. This property is not fenced and allows for animals to roam around, creating some exciting game viewing. There are 9 bush suites in total, and each of the bush suites are 220 meters in size. They're fully air-conditioned and have Wi-Fi throughout. Each suite boasts its own private plunge pool, private outdoor dining area, and a large outdoor sunbed. Our second property is the Tanda Tented Camp. We have 15 deluxe tents in total that are strategically placed to create maximum privacy. This eco-friendly property is off the grid and runs on solar energy. It's partially fenced and each tent is en suite, beautifully decorated, and comes with amenities such as tea and coffee making facilities, hair dryers, and a charging station. The public areas of the tented camp offer Wi-Fi, a communal swimming pool, bar facilities, restaurant, and an outdoor fire pit. Our owner's residence, when he is on the reserve, is our exclusive use Villa Izulu. This residential home houses 5 ensuite bedrooms, a beautifully manicured garden, a large heated swimming pool, and its own helicopter pad. The property is fully fenced and a great venue for multi-generational families or a small group of people traveling together. There's no set meal times and the guests can dictate the order of the day to suit themselves. We are a big 5 game reserve, offering the typical safari itinerary of 2 game drives daily. Our vehicles are all open and we always have a guide and tracker on each vehicle. In addition to our game drives, guests can do a bushwalk in the reserve with our qualified rangers, which is included in the rates at Tanda Safari and at Villa Izulu. We have a dedicated wildlife team on the ground working to ensure the animals are protected. Guests are welcome to join the team on their rounds for a closer look at what happens daily. Tanda Safari plays host to African Nature Training, an on-site training school for field guides. And with this entity on Tanda Safari, we pride ourselves on having the biodiversity and variety of animal species from which both students and guests can learn. And if guests prefer to focus more on the cultural aspect of Zululand, we can arrange for an authentic interaction with the surrounding communities, which is always a favorite and memorable experience. We have deeply passionate photographers on our property. Christian Spoker is our resident photographer who doubles up as a field guide as well. He loves to share his knowledge with anyone who's interested in taking better photographs, whether it's with a mobile device or with a specialized camera equipment. His photographic game viewer, which is affectionately known as the Green Mamba, has all the bells and whistles for photography and even supports a gin bar. Last but not least, if you are looking to tie the knot, look no further. Tanda means love in isiZulu and is the perfect place for a destination wedding. We have our own wedding coordinator who takes you through all the packages that Tanda has to offer. And that is Tanda in a nutshell. You're welcome to get hold of me for any of our STO rates or our South African resident rates from there. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Briley. That was really cool. Next up, Ubizani Wildlife Reserve, and it's Tyron Burke. Tyron, you're on mute.
Sorry, Roland, just 1 second.
No problem, no problem.
Sorry, just having a technical issue. Do you mind skipping and I can come back after this one?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
We'll skip and we'll go to Umfolozi Big 5 Game Reserve. Erin?
Hi. Okay.
Hey, Erin.
Get everything going here.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So just a big thank you to everyone for putting this together. I think it's a fantastic initiative and all of us need the help at the moment. And it's actually been such a pleasure listening to everyone in KZN. It is such a beautiful part of the country. And it's lovely to listen to all our products and the way that we actually all work together. So I think it's phenomenal. So my presentation is usually quite long, so I'm going to just talk over while I'm flashing through the images. I'm going to be chatting about our 2 lodges that we have at Umfolozi Big 5 Game Reserve, which is Mthembu Lodge and Biela Lodge. So just to put everything in perspective, obviously showing you the map, if everyone can see Tuturi Umfolozi Park, and then going up into a more zoomed up version, we've got 6,000 hectares of private concession land on the southwest border. So essentially, we've actually added on 6,000 hectares to the already 101,000 hectares of Tuturi Umfolozi. We have taken down our fences, so game is free to roam from the national park onto our concession. Being a private concession, as everyone knows, we've got no one can come onto our concession to do game drives, whatever it may be. It's close to the public. However, we've got full traversing rights to go up into Tuturi Umfolozi Park, which is fantastic. So what we usually do is we will do a morning game drive on our concession, which I'm showing you over here, which is our 6,000 hectares. As you can see, this is the Great White Umfolozi River, which divides us and going over to Tuturi Umfolozi Park. So as I mentioned, we can either do both game drives on our private concession, which is ample space. And again, as Tanda also previously mentioned, having your own concession gives you the opportunity when you are in a sighting, whatever it may be, to really enjoy with guests. You're not rushed. There's no traffic jams. We're the only 2 lodges on our concession. So you're not going to have bumper to bumper traffic, which I know some people are quite put off by. And then in the evenings, we often opt to go across the river into Tuturi Umfolozi Park, as guests would like to experience that as well. And we show them the hides and whatever it may be. Okay, so one of our USPs is the fact that we are the closest Big 5 game reserve to King Shaka International Airport. We're exactly 2.5 hours from the airport to our gate that we have built. So you don't access us through the 3 main gates of Tuturi Umfolozi Park. We've actually built our own gate. So from the airport to our gate, we're exactly 2.5 hours, and the road is tarred completely the whole way, so you're not on any gravel. We've got brilliant signage all the way from Empangeni through to our gate, so really easy to find. Okay, another USP of ours, we are malaria free, so great for first-time travelers to South Africa, or again, those families traveling. And again, we've got a really strong Zulu culture, as most of our reserves in KZN do have. We're a newly established lodge. We've only been open for about 2 years, but what we've experienced in 2 years that we've been in KZN has been a really phenomenal experience, and it's something quite unique. Some of our stories, just to let you know, is that for those who don't know, Operation Rhino, that happened in the 70s with Dr. Ian Player, where he saved the white rhino to near extinction. That all happened within that private concession, as well as King Shaka's original hunting grounds. So there's a lot of history, there's a lot of storytelling. Our staff will always tell you some kind of tale that happened in the area. So it always makes for great chat around the fire in the evenings. Okay, so our first lodge, let me just quickly go on, is Mthembu Lodge. This is the first lodge we opened up. This we opened up about 6 months before Biela Lodge. As you can see, we've got the White Umfolozi River right in front of us. Right across from Mthembu Lodge, there's the greater wilderness area in Tuturi Umfolozi. So it actually overlooks the wilderness area, which is quite unique. This lodge, as well as the other lodge, is not fenced in. So we do have Ellies roaming up to the lodge, which always makes for nice afternoon drinks and when they're coming to have a sip out the pool. Mthembu Lodge is really warm and intimate. It's more of our family lodge. The reason we sell it more as a family lodge is that the rooms are a lot closer together. And again, we've also got 2 family villas. So Mthembu Lodge consists of 7 luxurious one-bedroom private villas, and then we've got 2 family villas with 2 bedrooms in. So we can sleep a maximum of 22 guests. As you can see, our suites are really luxurious and with a warm African contemporary feel. Very open plan. We do have room dividers. If guests don't want to have the open plan bathroom, we do have screens that we can put up. That is the view from the bathroom overlooking into the bedroom. We've got a beautiful setting. We do a lot of romantic getaways, special occasions down at this lodge because it's really warm and intimate. As you can see, we've got outside showers. The rooms are evenly spaced out, so we do have latte in between, so you've got complete privacy. As you can see, the walkways go behind the rooms, so no one is walking in front of your room or anywhere near your room. You might just find the odd elephant surprising you as you open your curtains in the morning. Okay, so just a few of our amenities. We've got brilliant Wi-Fi. We've got a beautiful walk-in wine cellar as well. We've got guests are encouraged to stay in the family villas. One has got a pool, the other one doesn't. And the reason we always say that families would rather stay there because often they don't want to bring them into the dining room with other guests when they're having drinks. So we can actually serve all your meals in the family lodges. So that is just a bit of an aerial view. As you can see, we're completely off the grid. We've got solar panels throughout. So we really are trying to form ourselves as an eco-friendly lodge. And we do have backup generators if need be. So just a bit inside where our contemporary guest areas are, where our lounge, and we've got a massive deck that extends around the entire lodge overlooking the White Umfolozi River. This is just one of our shots. So a lot of people always want to question, in KZN, what's the best time of the year to travel? I always say it's a year-round destination. And in our winter months, when the rivers do run dry, it actually makes phenomenal lion sightings. Because what they do is they actually come down to the river, and we do have permission from Ezinville to drive within this private dry riverbed. And the lions actually come down and they wait for the animals to come and dig up the water or kind of have a few sips, whatever it may be. So it can make for a good killing viewing if people want to watch that. Also in Mthembu Lodge, we've got 2 family villas, which I'm quickly going to go through. These are the 2 bedrooms each. We've got a private plunge pool. Inside, this is our main area. We've got 2 bedrooms at either side with an ensuite, and we can put in 2 extra single beds into the rooms as well for younger children. So this is our look and feel of our family lodges. In Mthembu Lodge, as I mentioned, because it's our family lodge, we do allow children from the ages of 6 upwards. And again, I mentioned because the rooms are a lot closer together, but again, I mentioned that we aren't fenced in, so please look after your kiddies if you are going to come down anyway. The Yellow Lodge, okay, so this is our much larger lodge. This is about 35 minutes drive from Mthembu through the reserve up along the White Umfolozi River. As you can see, it overlooks the river, but more of a perched, higher up view. So rooms 1 to 5 are at the top, as you can see, quite high up on the cliff face overlooking. And then we go down to our main lodge. So our rooms are very similar to that of Mthembu, a lot more of a cooler feel. Here we've got thatched peaks over the bed to kind of blend in with the mountainscape as well. You've got your full deck going around your villa. At Biela here we've got 12 luxurious 1-bedroom private villas with outdoor showers. 10 of these have got private plunge pools and 2 without. So there is a price difference between the 2 different options. So if you do have a bit more of a money-conscious traveler, there is that option if they don't want the pool. If you don't have the pool, we've got lovely day bed salas outside, which make for great afternoon naps overlooking into the wilderness. So this is one of the suites with the private pools. As I mentioned, we've got 10 of these, really beautiful. We've got the outside showers. It's got a rim flow pool, so you kind of sit there and have your drinks in the evening, whatever it may be, overlooking the Umfolozi and hopefully getting some nice elephant and buffalo sightings in through the river. Down into our main guest area, this is our main lounge area. We've got 3 large lounge spaces, all kind of divided with fireplaces in between. And then in the main lodge area, we've also got an Africology spa. That's downstairs underneath the lodge. We've got 2 treatment rooms. We also do offer spa treatments at our other lodge at Mthembu. However, they're just done in room. So we actually bring in the treatment bed and we can give you a couples massage or whatever it may be. Back at the main lodge, as I showed you, this was the lounge area. So this is our room floor pool. We've got our bar area over here, which interleads into the dining area, which interleads then into a massive boma in front of the lodge, where we will end your game drives in the evenings, welcome you back, and you sit around the fire and you have your nightcaps. We also perform our outdoor boma evenings there, where we have our brides and our traditional Zulu dances. Whatever you've arranged for the evening, or whatever we've arranged for the evening, gets done out there. So in order for us to access the Umfolozi Park, we cross the White Umfolozi River with our game viewers. It makes for an extraordinary outing. Guests love it because you really got to push it through the water, and you have lots of guests always squealing and screaming as we cross. So it really is a nice alternative when you cross the river going into Hlahluwe. When you do have those rare days where the river is too high, all we do is exit our gate and we go through the Ngeni Gate, which is about a 10-minute drive, if that. So that is the option, but we very seldom have to do that. Again, we've got a closed off boma area in case it is a bit windy, and it's a bit more sheltered behind the lodge. As I mentioned, we've got 2 suites where don't have swimming pools. We've got the daybed salas, so this is them that we've got at the moment. We are going to be converting them and putting mosquito nets so you can actually have a night out on the balcony of your suite as an option for you. So again, activities, we're all inclusive. We do our morning and evening game drives. We are going to be starting our walking safaris within our private concession. We were supposed to start in September this year, but everything is slightly delayed. So we'll keep everyone up to date when we are going to be starting that. Again, as I mentioned, the lodges are both not fenced in, so we do get the odd eddies coming up. So we will always have the guides explaining to guests not to make any sudden movements, enjoy the moment, take photographs, and just relax. Some of our lionesses, as you can see, they are collared, so we do get them monitored wherever their movements are. And again, this is in Umfolozi at one of our drink stops overlooking the river, which is always nice for guests to experience. Again, some of the wild dogs, we've got a couple of wild dogs that are denning outside our lodges and have been for about over a year. So the wild dog sightings are always really special, and guests really love it. We'll actually drop an elephant sighting if someone spotted the dogs, and we'll go racing across the concession to see where they are. And just some of our food options, we do high-end food, we do boma evenings, we cater for children as well. So we really do have a variety of food options for guests. And just again, safaris at Umfolozi, as I mentioned, Biyela Lodge, because it is a lot larger and the rooms are further apart, children from 10 years and over, and Mthembu Lodge 6 years and over. And again, if you are requiring a private vehicle, that would need to be done at reservations level so we can ensure that everyone is looked after. And that is me.
Great, thank you very much, Erin. Just to get your attention to the chat, there's a question for you from Sharon Kemp, if you don't mind getting back to it.
I'll get back to it now. Thanks very much.
Cool, thank you. We're just going back to Tyron from Ubizani Wildlife Reserve. Tyron, your turn.
Thanks, Roland. Just a second here. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tyron from Ubizani Wildlife Reserve. Ubizani Wildlife Reserve is a privately owned low-risk malaria reserve that sprawls over an expanse of 1,200 hectares, nestled outside of Hlahluwe town, just a short drive from the main entrance of Umfolozi Park, Africa's oldest proclaimed nature reserve. Situated a mere 2.5 hours drive from Durban, we're a choice venue for a breakaway in the bush. Our property showcases 2 uniquely diverse accommodation establishments: Tree Lodge, our luxury lodge dramatically set high up on stilts between the fever trees, and Safari Lodge, set across rolling lawns under acacia canopies. Mysteriously hidden on stilts in the cool treetops of the fever tree forest is where you'll find our Tree Lodge rooms. Paved pathways lead to 24 luxuriously appointed thatched roofed rooms, each with their own enchanting view of the fever tree forest, from its personal viewing deck, allowing each guest the opportunity to observe the surrounding wilderness in private seclusion. Our Tree Lodge offers 24 rooms, double or twin beds, 2 family rooms, 2 interleading rooms, ensuite bathrooms, private viewing decks, air conditioning, mosquito nets, coffee and tea making facilities, bar fridges, telephones in all the rooms. They are serviced daily, including amenities and bathrobes, a restaurant and a bar, and of course, in these interesting times, a fully a full generator which mitigates power outages. Our Pan-African cuisine is served at dinner time with the accompanying sounds of the reserve's nightlife and the spectacular views. Mealtimes at Tree Lodge are served at alternative venues, either at our Tree Lodge restaurant, which has beautiful wooden finishes, our rustic boma or bush dinner site. Our Safari Lodge is a self-catering lodge with a heritage spanning over 40 years. It's scattered around the spacious rolling lawns dotted with aged African aloes and scented thorn trees, providing a beautiful backdrop to the setting. All rooms are fully equipped self-catering and ideal for families. Each room has its own patio with comfortable furniture to spend as much time on as possible, allowing you full access to nature and the opportunity to soak in the rolling lawns and surrounding watering holes, where the animals often frequent. Our Safari Lodge includes 27 rooms, double or twin beds, 10 family rooms, 4 two-sleeper rooms with shower, 5 four-sleeper rooms with bunk bed, showers and baths, 5 four-sleeper rooms with bunk beds, ottoman showers and outside shower. All rooms are en suite, mosquito nets, fully equipped self-catering, coffee, tea making facilities with fridge and freezers as well. They are serviced daily, air-conditioned, and have access to a shaded swimming pool with lounges and free Wi-Fi. Lunch is also available on request. For the children, there's plenty. There is a play park area to keep up with the youthful energy release, while parents can absorb the breathtaking scenery. The pool lounges at Safari Lodge's swimming pool are the perfect retreats to do some bird watching from. What would a trip to the bush be without game drives? At Ubazan Wildlife Reserve, guests have the choice between guided afternoon game drives at Ubazan's 1,200 hectares or guided morning drives in one of Ubazan's 5 permitted game viewing vehicles, with the opportunity to experience one of South Africa's oldest and third largest game reserves, Shishlu-Mfolozi Park. Just a short 10-minute drive to the main gates of Shishlu-Mfolozi, home to the Big Five and well known for having the largest rhino population on Earth. With the current challenges and restrictions that COVID-19 brings, Ubazan Tree Lodge will remain closed until a date to be announced early next year. We are gearing up to open self-catering Safari Lodge in November, ideal for a quick getaway from nearby metropolitans and cities. Should you wish to find out more information about our special packages we are putting together, please email us at reservations@ubazan.co.za and follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you very much, Tyron. Our last presenter for the day is Keshin Pile, and he's from Zulu-Nyala Game Lodge.
Hi, Roland, how are you?
Good, good, thank you, and you?
Good, good. Let me just start the screen share.
No problems, thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I represent the Zulu-Nyala group. We are a group of 3 hotels in South Africa, 1 in Johannesburg called the Country Manor, and 2 in Shishlu, the Safari Game Lodge and the Heritage Safari Lodge. So I'm just going to skip through the Country Manor part. Okay, so the Safari Game Lodge is a privately owned lodge based inside our game reserve. It is home to 4 of the Big Five. And we have about 50 accommodation rooms, starting with standard rooms, going to upgrade rooms, and then executive rooms as well. The Game Lodge has a spa, a gym, pool area, tennis court, restaurant area that's just been revamped, overlooking the reserve. We have about 20 game drive vehicles that do morning and evening game drives, morning and afternoon game drives on our reserve. We also have 11 vehicles that go to Shishlu-Mfolozi Game Reserve on a daily basis, as well as we do transfers to and from King Shaka Airport, and all the neighboring and nearby attractions in St. Lucia, Sodwana Bay, and Shishlu itself. We have vehicles that go out each day for guests, so they could book directly with us to go out. And then about 5 kilometers away, we have the Heritage Safari Lodge. The Heritage Safari Lodge is a separate property, And this particular property has about 150 accommodation rooms split into 3 different types. We have the hotel rooms, which are the colonial style hotel rooms in the main building. We then have the tented camp, which is next to it, with 32 luxury tents. We have a new addition that we built on with about 55 rooms, and these are called the suites. The cultural village that we have on site is on the heritage property. They do shows every day. We do dances in the evenings during the dinners as well. The village is inhabited by the Zulu people. They live and stay there. We've then created this dome hut that you see here in the middle for a separate show that we do every day. These shows are unique to our particular village. And then each little hut that you see here also is part of the tour, where a guest can go and interact with the people. They teach you about the Zulu culture, how to make beer, how the reed mats are made. There's a sangoma in the one hut over there who give you a bit of a fortune. So it's quite a unique experience. Also, it can be booked directly with us because it is on the property. Some of the newer rooms that we have here on the property, the suites are quite large rooms that we've built. They are approximately 90 square meters in size. They all have a private patio area, overlooks the African sunset, which is quite nice. Here are some images of our tents as well. On this particular property, we have 3 different restaurant areas, bar area with a gaming area. There are 2 pool areas on this property, as well as some game that walks freely, like zebra, nyala, blesbuck, roaming around. So it's a nice surprise. At your door in the morning, you'll get a zebra just chilling out there. So these are some images of the new rooms that we have. Yeah, it's pretty much us in a nutshell. Hey. That's who we are. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Catching some beautiful photos there. Guys, we're just going to open the floor for any questions or comments while we get Graham on. Again, the brochure has been shared with everybody, but let us know in the chat if you need anything from us. And you've got Hanli's details and everybody's details. If you need anything, you're welcome to contact us. Graham, over to you.
Yeah, hello everybody, and thanks for joining us. For those of you who've been here for the full 3 days, thanks once again. We've got some great news today, that we're allowed to step out and enjoy the wonderful KwaZulu-Natal and travel within our own province. So that's good. So hopefully all these wonderful places we can get to experience sooner rather than later. And we look forward to doing everything we can in the industry to helping you get your properties and activities filled up with as many guests as possible. That's our pledge to you. So we'll do our best as soon as the borders become open and everything gets back to normal. So thanks again to the presenters. Thanks to Tourism KwaZulu-Natal for partnering up with us at SATSA to get this done for you. It's been a labor of love for all of us, and we are all very proud and happy that it seems to have gone off so well, and we've got many international guests that have joined us as well, which is lovely to see. So the final prize, let me just find it now, goes to Charmaine Bjorkis from African Yogi, and she wins 1 night at Zululand Safari. She wins 1 night Zululand Safari package for 2 from Heritage Tours and Safari. So thank you so much, Heritage Tours, and congratulations, Charmaine. The team will be in touch with you to sort your prize out, and you can go tomorrow, I suppose, if you want, now that the law has been changed. So thank you, congrats, Charmaine, and thanks to everybody for joining us. And we will see you all at the chapter meetings for SATSA and at all the networking events. Please keep a lookout on your emails for Zoom meetings and everything that we're going to be organizing, just to keep us all motivated and happy over the next few months as we get up and running again. Thank you very much to everybody.
Thanks again for joining us, everybody, and stay in touch. And yeah, as soon as we can, we'll all be down to KZN. Thanks again.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Cheers.
Bye.